doing, baby?
How we doing, baby?
We're doing a podcast. All right.
We're here.
Let's
The
get
light of your
into
day. We're here right now, coming to you live from Studio 33.
33.
Trey.
Tracy Tres. That doesn't make sense.
Shit, man. So,
All right.
gotta stop saying.
Nick, do you want to take the...
Yeah, so
take a
I'm going to
break?
start the show. All right.
He's
How
gonna
we
start-
doing?
Here we go.
How we doing?
Knock yourself out.
I'm Nick. This is my co-hosts, Chris and James, my brothers.
Yeah, we're here.
So another installment of the How We Doing podcast. Welcome back. We're here to be the light in your day. And that's coming from the bottom of our hearts because we want you to know that we care.
We care.
We care.
Hold the door.
Hold the freaking door.
That freaking door
And
down.
it's not about you or me. It's about the we. All right?
It's the we.
Let's keep that up front. Keep it on your forehead. Keep it present, all right?
Slap it on your forehead.
Slap it on your forehead. All right, so what do you want to do?
Well, you know, I'm gonna start you guys. How about we just dip into this story? I gotta tell you guys, I feel good about something. Today, I held my nephew for the first time. We call him Dan.
Dan.
Shout out Dan.
Shout
Shout out Dan.
Lil-
Dan.
Shout out little man Dan.
Dan.
Welcome to the
And
world.
Welcome to the world. Yeah.
Welcome
and,
to the peace.
He's such a little burst of sunshine. You know, if you're having a bad day, hold a baby. You'll do all right. You'll be fine.
Yeah, that's that for you.
Just go find a
therapist.
baby,
Yeah.
any baby,
Go find a baby.
and pick him up.
Hey, you mind if I hold your baby?
I'm having a bad day. Can I just get
Baby.
just a
Baby
couple
energy.
seconds?
Give me some
please?
baby energy. I need baby energy.
No, it could change your day for sure.
It could, because I'm looking at this little guy, and we were talking about this earlier, how they feed off of expressions. You know, that's their primary language.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all they know at that point.
At that age, they're deciphering frequencies of sound with
Mhm.
different facial expressions. This is what they do at that very early stage. That's how we start to read each other, because again, we're social beings, right? So,
Shout
right,
out.
drive that home. Shout out social beings.
Shout out social beings. That's all of us.
Shout out. But you know, and I'm looking at him, and I'm like, wow, you know, just feel such a pure energy from this child. A, B, he starts to try to mimic my facial expressions, and he's smiling. And I'm like,
That's
when he's 18, I'm going to tell him I was holding his little ass.
like in that
That's
moment.
what we were playing when we were kids, when we were like small.
Me being the smallest.
Yeah, me giving you guys piggyback rides. Imagine if I tried that now.
Yo, this fucking guy gave some next level piggyback rides.
Giving piggyback rides.
Now
Yeah.
we're here doing podcasts.
But that's the effect of little babies, and
Yeah,
I
well,
wanted to
that's
share
like-
that with you guys.
that definitely
that's
took
awesome.
you away from like you know, the troubles of life that just takes you away for a second.
Yeah,
you
it's a
know?
pleasure to
Yeah.
little
Well,
babies.
you know what it is? Like kids are they have this innocence.
Yes.
You know? They have that. Then the world, we all get fucked up.
You
It
know,
is,
it's true,
it's how
because
you
you know
deal
what-
with it. Yeah.
And hey, here's a really good point to drive that home.
Yeah.
What do therapists tell tell their patients, type of thing, or their clients, whatever you want to call it? They tell them they usually find their problem at a very young age. And it's
Mhm.
usually their first trauma that they
Some kind of
experienced.
trauma. Yeah.
And if without the knowledge and knowing of that, they can't drive home figuring it out. And so that's where usually therapists winds up going. They
Yeah.
talk them back to that point.
Yeah.
How we
Yeah.
doing? We care. We care. Movement. It's a movement.
It's a movement.
So
We'll help
kindness
you.
is a
On,
movement.
we'll help you on all levels, whatever you need.
How we doing, Pod?
Shit, we're like IHOP, open 24/7.
24/7. We'll be there. 'Cause
How we doing,
care.
Pod?
How we doing? What's for dinner?
That's it.
That's it.
So, what else we got, fellas?
What
Yeah.
else we got? We got a lot. We got
All right,
a
you're pushing
lot.
this forward.
You don't got Ugats. What
Who
you got?
got? Yo, shout out Sopranos, man. Tony Soprano. I was gonna say because we were talking about psychiatrists and all that, and he goes back to Dr. Melfi goes back to, you know,
Don't spoil the show for
focusing on his childhood and why he's dealing with what he's dealing with and this and that, which speaks to what you were saying. That's what.
Yeah, that's why I
what
think
they
it's
focus on.
I think it's psychology kind of 101, and
Yeah.
so
We're educating our listeners and viewers.
the best we can.
We are not licensed in this area.
Do you need a license?
You need to be.
Is it a license or?
You need a degree, or you need to be
I'm
certified.
pretty sure you need a combination of both. You definitely need the degree.
Yeah, one of those
and
things.
You
Yeah, I
probably need some type of state certification as well.
I think if I was a psychologist, I would want all of them. You know.
Of
Just
course.
like
Give
add
me
to
all
my-
the
Give me all the licenses.
Yeah.
Well, to deal with different situations. They're specialists, so.
True.
You want to be a specialist among all specialists. I
For
have
a lot of
theory.
people, they're the scapegoat of the feelings, emotions, and traumas that we face in a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I guess in the sense of
Incredible.
like, look, if you take it down to a basic level, like we all deal with sometimes wrong thoughts as far as
Mhm.
judging others, because who are we to judge, right? We're pretty much all equal and experience things on a different level, but yet, you know, we all have different thresholds for what we consider pain, so we're going through the same thing. Everybody has their unique situation.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's what I wanted to say about this. It depends on everybody's situation by the individual. You know.
Yeah.
Things can vary. It's a crazy world we live in.
And if I'm to tip the scale in a different direction, I would say that, you know, we're here to do something much bigger than us. You know, what we're trying to be really a part of is something that's, you know, part of me doesn't like the word revolutionary, but the other part of me wants to say, yeah, maybe right now in this time we need that type of change, you know, where
Yeah.
we tip the scale in a direction of extreme, like, you know, we lost our bearings in a lot of ways, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But let's just keep that more vague right now. We have this opportunity to push the movement,
The how we doing.
the how we doing
baby.
movement, and
Yes.
that's what we are trying to capture with our crowd here, right?
Yeah.
That's what we want. We want you. We want you.
We want you.
We want you.
We want it to be huge.
And it's gonna be huge.
Keep
Hold
coming
the
back
freaking
there.
door.
Hold the door.
Hold
Right.
the
Just what
freaking
do I gotta do?
door.
Hold the door.
No, but
Hold
that's
the door,
100%.
baby.
Like we want to have an impact.
You were about to get into the initiative, like what we're trying to really drive here.
Right.
Initiative.
Right. So
yes.
Give that initiative home. Drive that home,
Right.
Chris.
So we're trying. You know, we want to actually have an impact and not just say like
Yeah.
we want to have an impact. We
Yeah.
want to actually go out there and
Make a
extend our
change.
hand, right?
Yeah.
And just
Yeah.
anything that we can do to brighten someone's day, better someone's life in
Yep.
any capacity that you know we have the capability to do so, we want to do that. Go ahead. Yes.
I'm gonna do that from now on when I want to chime in because I don't want to cut you off.
That's fine.
So yeah, back to that. We keep saying it. We want to be the light in people's day, and we also want to convey to people and get the ball rolling in people's heads that, like you say, we want to extend our hand. Like, it's not hard to do that. You know, you don't have to
Yeah.
be. We don't have to be moving mountains here, but little by little, it doesn't have to be your neighbor necessarily, but someone in the town you work or where you live, whatever, they're holding the freaking door or just just
And-
these little things. It makes
But even just
it makes
like
the ball roll in the right
even just
direction.
like seeing like a distressed person or something that someone
Yeah.
you can see on their face like they're having a rough time.
Stop and ask, how we doing?
How we doing?
There
And
it
you
is.
know what?
That's
And at the end of the day, that's the movement
That's the movement.
And you know what? If everybody gets on board with that, which we're pretty confident we're going to do, because I mean, anything that is filled with goodness, it's filled with truth, and anything that's filled with truth is successful.
What is it? Care, respect, And one
Yeah,
more?
care, love, and respect.
care, love, and respect. You
That's
got all
what we gotta
those.
drive,
Now we're going somewhere, baby.
right?
Now we're
And-
moving. That's
And
right.
it's challenging. You know,
That's
we
it.
want to challenge our viewers too, because we
Yeah.
want to drive home ways to test your mental psyche, right? I mean, that's what it's kind of like about, isn't it?
A lot of people have these morals, right? And they know right from wrong. But it's sometimes people are so caught up in their lives that it's easier to just move on and not think about
Go through the motions.
than get involved, right?
Yeah.
Right, 100%.
So they're trying to bring it to the forefront,
We're
bring
trying
light
to
to
bring it
that
the
stuff.
forefront so that people in time will see our podcast and see what we're trying to do, and eventually we'll walk up to that person and ask them how they're doing, or can I help in any way? Do you need something?
And the more I'll be honest with you boys, the more of these shows that we're doing of like this just positive energy, and it's making me more like. I mean,
we're like
I thought I was before, but I'm just doing it more now because of what this movement brings to the table.
Yeah,
right. It's and how incredible is that? We're pushing a pod that is meant to shake your bones and get you right. Good. We had a lot of your day. How we doing? We're gonna push this initiative, because it's not about just talking the talk. We have to walk the walk. We have to walk the walk.
Yeah,
right,
that's
boys?
what I was gonna say.
That's what
we're
gotta
gonna
do.
walk the walk.
So we're gonna have different levels to this, where it's gonna start off.
There's levels to this shit.
Whoop! Yep, there it goes.
Yeah.
There's levels to this,
dude. We're lighting fires right now. I'm ready to freaking
ready to go.
What are you gonna
Who
do?
needs help? What do you need? How you doing?
doing?
What's for dinner? What do you need? What do you need?
There's
Hold the
a power-
freaking door. Hold the freaking door. Go ahead. Go.
all of you now.
Pass through the door now. This is Bernard. I'm kidding.
Bernard. Oh, it's addicting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bernard, eh?
Yeah, he's about the New York speed. That guy Bernard.
Yes, I
He's
love
like,
the-
we
I
need
love
to
the
move this
speed
now.
of New York City. It's crazy. They're all over the place, and they go and they go and they go, and then I tell them stop, but now go, and that's what I do in New York City.
Come through the door.
If I hold the door, you hold the freaking door for me. This is what we do now.
What is your name?
I am Nikolov from Kazakhstan.
Is that a place?
Yes, it is.
That's a place.
Love that country. Love that country.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So we're having fun while we're doing it, as you guys could see.
Yeah.
So should we hop into a few of these first, that few topics?
Yeah.
How are you boys feeling right now?
I'm
loaded
feeling
it
good.
up.
All right, let's do it. So it starts in oneself. You start thinking about how you could view things that, maybe it helps you develop some humility. But that means you're creating harmony within you, right? And then that takes a step further. I'm going to just jump down the rabbit hole for a second. So
Jump in.
it starts with you, and you start to humble yourself. You just find your way to get to that place. And then from there, you create this harmony, essentially, because now you just understand people more because you understand your own struggles in a different, more sympathetic way.
Yeah.
That's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
If you're going to increase your level of emotional intelligence, that's what you have to start to consider with humility, right? So sorry, spending a little time there. But then that goes into being able to create harmony. And then if you have harmony, you're able to drive home harmony in somebody else because you know how you got there. Domino effect. Boom. Now you could affect groups of people. So
Harmony.
that's that. And again, I hate to swing it on back there, but that goes back into the movement.
Swing it around.
It's all connected.
It's all connected. You see,
Yeah.
we connect the dots in a way
You're gonna
that you
s-
can't resist.
You're gonna see it.
Connect the dots in the
Not gonna
chat. Connect the
believe it.
dots in the chat. Over. No, well, yeah, we talk about these things, and it's like there's this good movement about it that like all these topics are just co-aligning and coming together. It's just like coming to us organically, almost.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
so true.
Listen, man. Listen, we just want back. We said it before. We want to encourage our listeners and viewers and our followers of the movement to care, love, and respect.
That's it. That's the mantra, right? That's what it needs to be about.
Mantra, baby.
Absolutely.
Developing that positive energy of wanting to care, love, and respect for others. You know, of course, do some good practice on the people you know, but try some strangers. That's really
some
important.
strangers here and there. Hold the door.
That's important.
Tell them to have a good day too. That's a nice little cherry on top.
Yeah, just feel that energy of positivity.
Yeah.
Look somebody in the eyes.
Yeah. And if they are so negative that they try to bring you down after you tell them to have a good day,
say, "Come on, how we doing?
Oh, how we doing? Yeah,
how we
right.
doing?
You need a sandwich? What's for dinner?
I mean,
I'll take you out.
Clearly, that guy doesn't watch the How We Doing pod.
Yeah,
we gotta get him.
What I was saying is,
pod.
don't let him try to shed on, like, bring down your light. You know what I mean? Because your light's gonna persevere.
Don't
stay up,
down
baby.
on me.
You know, and it's tough because
stay up.
Okay, so check this out. There's, of course, a bunch of drama going on, whether it's war or some sort of drama. It's always some sort of, you know, kind of comes off as a real distraction at times, taking us away from these types of important factors. Take this movement that we're trying to drive home, right? And, you know, we realize that care in itself, it's a dial. You know, it's something that if it's turned high, it results in love, right? If care is turned very low, you either just don't think, or you become you hate somebody.
Yeah, it could become
you know, it's the complete opposite of what it is, right? Because that would be it completely turned down or turned to its opposite. Right. Essentially, I mean, how far could you go to its opposite? That's the floor then, right?
So it's kind of like, are we saying it's controllable?
I mean, once you become mindful of it, you're kind of forced to. So now you guys probably won't be able to walk away from this conversation not thinking about it. I mean, at the end of the day, now your
they have a responsibility.
The care that you have for your loved ones, you're going to know now. You know, and it's going to make you maybe feel uncomfortable. Because right now you're kind of analyzing it, because you guys can't unhear or unsee this now, so it's going to be on your mind, and that's what I was purposely trying to do, because, you know, it's something that we should think about, because, you know, the way you treat people, should we treat somebody better than somebody else?
No.
First off, that wouldn't be How We Doing culture.
How We Doing Productions would not.
We don't approve
that type of behavior.
We don't approve.
All right, you leave that shit at home under your blanket. All right.
For that, we sit for that.
Yeah. What did you wait? Say that again.
Stand for that. We sit for that.
Speak into the mic.
We don't stand for that. We sit for that.
Yeah.
Let them know.
No, mic is puts.
Kaputski.
We're gonna get better mics. No, but. So that's what now you know. Now you know that care is a dial. And the people that you care and love and respect, you know, those people are most likely like-minded. They're within your culture, or they're within your circle for a reason, right? They wind up there because you find them valuable in some way.
Yeah.
Whether you're learning from them or whether they're teaching you something, you deem them valuable.
Or they have wisdom, and you go to them.
Right? So we treat these people differently, whether we realize it or not. You know, the way you treat your mom is going to be different to the way you treat your friend.
Or someone you don't know.
Or someone you don't know, the most extreme, right?
Yeah.
The one you're most familiar with to the one that you're least familiar with is a stranger.
Right.
But true love, maybe, or true care
Extend your hand
to the one that you don't really even would consider in your culture. So like that, I think that's a really good drive home. Not to beat a dead horse, but you guys get the point.
You said that something about not hating your enemies and loving them, right? Like kill them with kindness type of thing, which like is probably one of the hardest things to do, but it's also for your sake, it's like the best thing you can do.
Yeah, and you don't need a textbook for this stuff. Nothing has to tell you this. We're touching on this in just like this is obvious stuff, you know.
Yeah, it's just stuff that we want to just bring some light on.
Yeah, 100%. It's not a lot of stuff that people think about unless you know, people have very like deep conversations with certain people in their lives, but
Yeah.
people don't think about this shit.
We
you
just
know?
want this to be like the conversation starter
we're
about
bringing
those
it, we're
conversations.
slapping
Yeah.
it on your forehead.
You know, like that's why
you know?
if you're walking down the block, believe it or not, more people want you to say hello and how you doing. That's the truth.
Yeah,
If you ever walk past somebody, you're like, if I just said hello to this person right now, how would it affect them?
Yeah.
Most people have this like something going on in their head where they're thinking they're like, "Don't talk to me." Just jump out and say
Don't talk to
that.
me. Yeah.
Ah!
Well, and
No, it's
people,
true though, but that's terrible.
we naturally
Right, but like, you ever go ahead and you say, and I've done this even more since we started the pod. I'll be like, "How you doing?
hey, how
How we doing?" I say that to people, and it becomes like, I realize it's become irresistible. I'm convinced that I could say "How we
Stop
doing"
and
to
ask.
anybody, and they would take it in a way where they're like, "I know this guy's saying how am
This
I
guy
doing?"
fucking cares about
But
me.
he's not saying it directly, so I'm not taking it as attack. I don't know. Something's going
well,
through
that's,
that
well,
mind.
that's
You know what I'm
why.
saying?
That's why it's about the we. You know what I mean? You
It's
say,
about the we.
how you doing?
How you doing?
Now
How we
you're
doing?
isolating me, but we're together. We're in this
How we
together.
doing,
How,
right? It's
how
not
we
even
doing?
about-
Yeah.
It's not even about just
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Back to life.
Ah.
Back to the how we doing
pal.
pod.
Say what?
Oh,
I like that. I like that.
Teaser.
What's it called? So that's that basically. So take that with you, as we usually say. That we're driving home the point of true care is care for people that you don't know or wouldn't be hanging out with.
That's it.
So
Hold the freaking door, damn
Like
it.
it'll
All
love
right?
it.
If I swear to God, if I see somebody,
Go ahead.
I swear to
Sorry.
God, if I see somebody not holding the door for somebody, I'm gonna lose it.
I'm gonna say how we doing to them until they decide to hold the door
Yeah.
for me.
That's
You know,
it. I'm
How
not
we
gonna
doing? How we
feed
doing?
them.
How
I'm
we
not gonna
doing?
say nothing else,
Yo,
just
how we doing? How we doing? How we doing?
I'm
How we
gonna
doing? How we
feed
doing?
'em
All right, all right. I'll open the freaking door. All
Force
right,
feed it
I'll
down
open the
their throats.
freaking
That's
door.
it.
I'm gonna throw a pie in somebody's face. Eat some food.
How we doing? What's for dinner? All right. Is it seltzer or club soda? Tell me.
What do you mean? Is it seltzer or club soda?
They're the same thing.
Seltzer Club.
They're not the same thing.
People call it different things, but it's the same freaking thing.
No, it's not. Club soda is flat. Seltzer is bubbly.
Is
It
that
has
it?
more bubbles. It does have more bubbles. I do actually.
Seltzer
realize
has more bubbles,
that.
100%.
Yes.
but when you go to a soda machine, there's you got all your drinks you push for, but then there's the two flaps. There's the flap. There's the flap for
It does.
water.
Look at your cup right now. It's your glass. It's flat.
It's been shit.
If that was seltzer, it'd have way more.
so when
bubbles.
you open a bottle of club soda, it doesn't
it does, but it
because there's bubbles.
no,
bro.
no. But seltzer continues to fizzle like a soda. Club soda will fizzle literally as soon as you pour it in the glass, and that's it. It's
So you're
like-
drinking flat.
No,
freaking.
It's not flat. It's flatter.
Club soda's flat seltzer. Why would you even drink that?
You're drinking it right now.
I'm drinking seltzer,
You know,
bro.
people do fall on the spectrum of things, right? So that's what it is.
So, Steve,
Yeah.
look up distinguish the difference to me right now, Steve.
No,
I need to
we
know.
don't even need Steve.
let's just touch base on this, because chances are somebody's listening to this and they're going through something and they're going through some pain, and what you have to know, and if you're listening to this, you're hearing it at just the right time, that
This
it's
is
gonna get better if you just try to not be consumed by the overbearing energy, negative energy at times of our lives. This is a stressful time. There's so much craziness going on, and you guys have to know that more than just your loved ones probably do care about you.
Yeah.
I mean, I know one thing for sure.
Definitely.
I'm really caring about what is going on in other people's lives, because I know that I'm going through some serious challenges. What am I going to say that I'm going through it all? I'm not. But what the truth of the matter is that there's so many people out there that are going through so many situations that are similar or worse. That's the truth.
Yeah.
That's the truth. I don't have to start giving examples.
Yeah.
Because we could probably go on for that, but that's why that's what, again, I mean, I
Be
don't know.
mindful of that. Stop and ask.
Yeah.
How we doing? Well, that's
Yeah.
why. Like, some people. I feel like people get into a bad rhythm and a cycle of feeling bad for themselves, which is just I just think it's
You know
not
what that makes
good
that,
for you.
You know what makes that easier? And the truth of the matter, not to get it all into this, but it is social media. Social media does push that a lot.
Yes.
And, instead of it making you more social, it's actually making you more into your self-representation.
Your
Which
picture.
if you're not balancing, you're not able to have a certain control over that, which makes you lose control over then your ego, which then you can't be humble, and then it actually breaks down the whole harmonious type of environment that we were talking about earlier about
Mhm.
being able to get to that place. It has to start within
Yeah.
ourselves with humility. It just everything points towards that. There's nothing logical, and I'm talking super logically right now.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that we're actually talking about emotion, and right, and being egotistical,
Yeah.
that represents a heightened level of emotion in some way.
Mhm.
The strong point about it is that if you don't have control over these things, they run rampant, and you're not able to. And that's why we have a lot of disorder right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you stop and ask why. What's your
What are you going
Purpose?
through? What are you going through?
that, and also like what your relationship with social media? Like, why do you go on social media? One, how do you look at it, and think about how it affects you?
So
Yeah.
that is a great drive home for our viewers. Make sure that you kind of take a self check, and seeing how
Yeah.
social media actually affects you. Took that a little bit too much.
Shawshank, such a good movie, man.
Would you just see it?
No, but before I stopped going on social media, they were feeding me clips of it on TikTok, and I was like,
Great movie.
dude, this movie's so freaking good. And I haven't watched it since I'm a kid, I think, and I want to rewatch it, dude.
Good
So
movie.
freaking
You ever
good.
seen it?
What's his name?
I haven't
Andy?
saw it, but now I'm gonna have to
Oh,
see
James,
it.
you would love Shawshank. You
Probably would,
dude.
right?
This movie's it's just it sucks you in.
It does.
Pause.
Yo, you can't say that, dude.
What?
Pause what? Pause the podcast, Steve.
Pause.
Steve,
Put the macaroni. Take your macaroni
Steve,
and your
pause.
pepperoni and put it all over your face. My landlords are very, very Italian.
Okay.
By the way, they're like super Italian. They're probably right off the boat. I have new tenants. I moved. I'm gonna be moving.
Oh, so the
Yeah,
new
wait. Hold on. Let's
the
stop.
new landlord.
Clow.
Chicka-flow. Shout out. Let's do a good shout out
Shout
to
out Jack Black.
Jack Black. Ban Jack Black. You're a genius when it comes to that stuff.
That chicken.
Chicka-flow. How does he do that?
Probably wants a
He's-
crack.
he's-
Honestly, and that's it. So it- He's so freaking good. So shout out Jack Black.
Shout out Jack
What's
Black.
his other
Watch
friend?
our
What's
podcast.
his other friend there that he has?
From Tenacious D.
Yeah.
I don't know his
guy, I don't
name,
know.
but shout out Tenacious D.
Tenacious.
Just the three of us.
How we doing,
How
pal?
we doing, pal?
And that's what we're here to do for you, to be the light of your day. How we doing, baby?
There it is.
There it is.
Saying that all
That's
week.
great.
I'm gonna fall out of this chair.
Say
Oh
that
my
to your
God.
friends. Say that to your teachers. Say that
Yeah.
to your.
It'll get you far.
Whatever you
Constituents.
want to do, just
How we
just
doing,
continue to
baby?
spread the message, man. How we doing? Ask your neighbors. Hold the door.
Hold the door. Just hold
Hold
the
the
door.
freaking
Come
door.
on, hold the
That's it,
door.
Just hold the door.
All right, so
what are
we
you
gave you
gonna do?
homework last episode. We told you to hold the door. Now we're asking you to hold the door and ask how we doing. Hey, how we doing?
How
I'm
we
going to get a
doing?
coffee. You want one?
I think
Yeah, I'll take a
I think
fucking
you guys
coffee.
can handle it.
All right, what's for
You
dinner?
guys, you guys can handle it, can't
I
you?
think so. Third episode.
Yep.
It's
Third
in the
episode.
books. I hope you guys enjoyed. I had a lot of fun.
Click
If you
your
saw me yawning,
Yeah, you look like
yo,
you're falling
I'm
asleep
sorry,
over here,
man.
yo.
I'm sorry. I tried so hard not to yawn.
We-
I'm a busy guy.
We're busy like
we're
you
all-
guys.
we're
We're
all
busy.
busy.
We're all busy. We're
but-
busy.
Everybody's busy.
But listen,
New York.
we
oh.
make time for this, and we this is important to us, and we enjoy doing it. And we just want to take you guys with us. So hopefully, you guys liked it. Like, subscribe, comment, do all that.
Follow,
good
share,
stuff.
how we doing, what's
We're
for
doing
dinner.
things.
If you're not following, then take a walk.
No. If you're not following, follow,
take a
because we
walk.
want you.
Then pick up your phone and just start to follow.
Just
That's
decide to hop on the right
Start to
side
follow,
of
because
humanity over here. We're gonna help people.
Be
We're
on the
trying
right
to
side of
fix
history.
people.
No, but we're pushing that initiative. We're gonna actually walk the walk. The wave is gonna start small and get big.
Yeah.
We're gonna do big things.
How we doing, baby?
And
You'll,
how we doing?
You'll see that next time.
Yeah.
Back to life. Back to the How We Doing podcast. Back to life. Back to the How We Doing podcast.